Hello and welcome back to another video of the South Coast playthrough, and we are up here at London Waterloo, just waiting, well, watching, as the last couple of trains leave the capital, bound for the southwest, and I have a plan. Unfortunately, I've also made, since last episode, I have also come to the conclusion that, as well as Woking being inadequate, unfortunately, so is London Waterloo. So that is what we're going to be setting about trying to fix today. Is going to be both the capital of London Waterloo, as well as London, as well as Woking, and we'll be fixing the throat that goes along each side as well, just to try and speed things up. Yeah, I've noticed a few things and I'm not happy with them, so we are just going to be fixing those things today. I just need to wait for the next Alton bound departure, which is that one. Oh no, the next I need to make sure that the next Waterloo bound departure, rather, from Alton doesn't get all the way through, because otherwise it's just going to get in everybody's way. But as you can see, that's the last train towards London Waterloo departing Woking now, with the last couple of trains heading outbound departing Woking as well. So we will be fixing what we've made a muck of in this episode. So what I'm also going to do is going to get rid of these roads here, because I fear that we might intrude on them just a little bit. And what we're also going to do is we're going to just remove the pathways as well, just so we don't run into those two. We're going to take that road back a couple bits as well. That's the Alton service leaving. That's one of the Altons leaving Alton, bound towards London, which we will get it to stop after it goes over the junction that we've got down there. Are these corridors, or are they corridors technically? We're just waiting on that Portsmouth service to leave and that Exeter service to leave, and those are the last services in terms of steam services heading south. So that is fine. Yes, this might cause carnage throughout the rest of the line when we reopen things, but it's for the greater good. And as one movie does say, the greater good. I'm not just saying that because it is going to be a case of it's going to be easier. Also, let's get rid of the tunnel there because it's not needed. So that's that bit. No, not allowed that. There we go. There's the train coming across the bridge, of which we're going to get it to stop there. Excellent. Right. That is everything stopped in accordance to where everything is. Excuse me. Where do you think you're going? There's a train there. Where are you going? Idiot. Right. That's a Southwest mainline service heading south. You've got, coming out of here, you've got the Exeter service. You've got 150. Oh my god, we've got over 100 people, 200 people in fact, waiting at Waterloo, waiting for services. They're not going to be able to catch. In fact, the station will be going bye-bye. I need to just double-check something, because I don't think the stations can go... no. They can. Yeah, they need more attached to them, basically. So, we're going to want 8. We're going to want that one. We're going to want none. In fact, actually, we're going to want Southern Rail. 8, 300... Fear 20. None of that. Large platform. The reason why I'm also upgrading the platform length as well is so that we can safely say that this end won't be that hard. I mean, I don't need to. Do I need to really get rid? I might not even have to need to get rid of the platform, the end platforms up here. I just need to get rid of the junction. That's all. That's it. It's just the fact that I just need to get rid of the junction. All the junction work and everything. It's Woking that's going to need a full platform redo. Well, even then, it doesn't even need a platform redo. It just needs me to reconfigure the junction work. So yeah, that's what I'm figuring it out basically. It's gonna be intriguing, this entire thing, because I got to try and figure it out as I go. Because so the first two platforms are holding the Woking services. That's what I know for certain. So in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of that one and that one. And because I know that for certain, those two platforms 1 and 2, are holding the services going towards Woking. In fact, actually, I've gone a bit mad there. We need to first of all make sure the Alton bound Waterloo service out of Woking can actually get out of Woking. Basingstoke next stop for you. You're picking up people ready to go towards Alton, which is now what you've done. We're just waiting now on that PDL service to get out. In fact, there you go. It's leaving with its doors open. Because, of course it is. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it? Okay. Being quirky, that train is. It's leaving with its doors open. We're not going to question it. We're just going to let it do its thing. Get out of my station. Get off to Woking. Get sorted out of Woking. But that then brings us to the factor of there's no more trains needed in... Yeah, no more trains there. Woking's got a train leaving, heading out. That's getting overtaken by the fact that there's another train heading southbound towards Basingstoke on the Exeter runs. Guildford is completely fudged because I've blocked the start. I've blocked the platforms. That's a Basingstoke. Right. Now that that's left, well, we'll let it leave Woking before I touch anything else, just in case I break something else. I said that thing is a PDL service. That's fine. That can get itself out of here at its own pace. So you're doing 14, you're doing 25. So you're going to get overtaken by the DMU. Case in point, 50, 60 mile an hour that this this Alton service is going. Drops itself down to 50 again whilst it goes around another corner. There we go. That's the thing with this line. Right, so that's the PDL. Well, she's now left. All doors are now secure. Right, that's this line now secure in terms of lockout, ready for us to just go through and get rid of everything that's down here. So let's do that real quick. Get rid of everything. All the tracks, circuits, everything. Just get rid of it all. So I need to increase the platforms at Waterloo to be of 14. They need to be 14 tracks, and I need to make sure that every service gets its own platform, more or less, or can get access to its own platform. So I may as well just take it all the way back. Everything's been secured. We've telephoned the signalers. Signalers are aware that the block is now on. We can now deal with what we've got planned down at this end. Get rid of all the junctions, all the signals. Excellent. Right. So now, right, I don't have to work with anything there. It's going to be these tracks, this platform, and I need to worry about here. Because if anything, I need to get. Basically, we're going to do what I'm probably going to do is it's going to be a case of we're going to have 2 platforms for northbound services. No. No, I'm going to need 3. I'm going to need 3 for north. Yeah. It's going to get messy, is what I'm hearing myself say. Just got to figure out what I'm doing. So, Woking. Hi, how you doing, Woking? We've just disrupted everything to do with you. Please don't kill us. I think the first things first that we're going to do is the Alton is going to get its own platform because it's the only track on it, so it doesn't need anything more on that one. So the Altons can get that platform. In terms of the stopping services, they're going to get the appraisal of having 2 platforms for their services. Junction being there, with the 3rd one being for express services, which I need to work in, isn't it? Boom. That one's an up only. So that's an express. So yeah. Alright, which then means if I then come across there, that is an express line. So I now need an extra 3 platforms from Woking. Right, platforms. No, yes. Southern. So we'll do it by the tracks because actually it's going to work better. Another 2. And remove 1 for that. So that's the next. That one is going to be not used, but it's going to be a that's going to be the express platform going north. Oh yeah, that's gonna be. Oh, hang on a minute. I'll get rid of that one. And this platform altogether. Because these are my express lines. Yeah, that's going to cause a slight bit of an issue, isn't it? I'm going to have to do what I didn't want to do. And I'm going to have to completely upgrade these platforms. Not quite what I wanted, you know? I thought I would be able to get away with not having to redo the entirety of the station, but you know, we do things. We attempt. Advanced modern station, there we go. 14 platforms. At a length of 320, please. See that, or can I get a better looking station for that? I do have a better looking station, actually. Actually, I do have a better looking platform and station. Can I have a better looking station than that? Malden West. Not what I'm after. Because that's also not what I'm after. Because what? New York Penn has, like, not enough. So that's that one. I mean... Building. Auto. Go with large. There we go. Okay, right. Right, so that track's got to go back into being like a 2. That's got to go back into being a main line again. So we're gonna shrink that one back over onto that one. Dunk, dunk. Right, let's connect that platform up first. Followed by the Altons. If I can just grab... There we go. Let's just roll that one down. Right, so... Excellent. So that's the... What's that one? That's the 2 fast lines. A bit like that, basically. Alright, as for London, it's going to be a case of we're going to have to... I don't have a choice. We have to get rid of it in order to make it better. So that's annoying. And we'll replace it with one of those at 240 meters. Make it 320. There we go. 14 platforms. It might seem like a bit overkill, but that's what we're going to have to do. I know that's definitely going in here, so that's this one. And then we can get that service going again. Which, to be fair, IRL, London is quite a large... Waterloo is quite a large station anyway, so, you know, we're not entirely going wrong here. So this is where I'm going to get a little... It's going to get a little jank. Because I need to figure out where's my mains. There are my mains here. So that's the main line. That needs to dip. Those need to duck under, if anything, and come in on this platform here. So, knowing that, because also the Alton services are going to have to dip up and over as well, so... Because a good service to get in and re-plaster it is going to be the Readings as well. So get those ones in with their track, like so. So that's those ones, and then we've got basically 6 platforms in order to work in these guys, which is actually simply quite enough. What we're going to do, however, is bring those at 100 mile an hour back along here. Because I've given them enough. Hang on. Hang on. Yeah, so that line It's up fast, and that's the Altons. So that's fine. Or slow, fast, but yeah, but it's the Altons, so it's fine. So that's fine. We can do that. Then that needs to dip. That needs to go. That needs to also go under, basically. That needs to go under like that, but it needs to go straight for a sec and then come down. In fact, actually, what we could probably do is do that, follow that line. There we go, and then that goes that way. Which is fine, because I need to do that as well. Wrong way around. Just come a bit like that, onto like that. Cool, right. I need to then do that one, which if anything needs to do the exact same as the Altons. It needs to dip under the mains and just, yeah. I said under the mains. Hmm. It's either that or try and fly it over. Hmm. I might have to fly it over, to be honest. Let's get them sorted out on this end first. Welcome back to concentration is now just been turned up to 11 because I'm now trying to figure out how I'm going to do this without it looking shit. It's going to have to be like that. Yeah, and then hold. Be that. That. There you go. Bit like that and that. Okay, right, well, we tried. Trains in like that. Trains in like that. We're going to have to fly up and over because there's not enough time for it to go down. There is not enough time for it to just slide down and under. So it's going to have to go up and over the mains for the bells, which is fine. We can do that. It's just going to be slightly annoying. Only slightly, though. I definitely didn't put that in the wrong location. No. we go. Right. Right, so let's get everything reconnected so it's not having an argument with everything. Guildfords, Waterloo, Altons. Right, and then it's just the Devon Bell and the Bournemouth Bell, which is there. So the plans are. What platform is this? 14. So yeah, you can have 14 and 13. The Devons can be on 13 and also stop in at 14. Then we go down to Waterloo at Alton. So you can have 10 and you're also getting 9. Yeah, and you get 3 on the way back. That's fine. Extras, you are going to be on either... What's this? 5, 6, or 7. 5, 6, 7, or 8. 5. Then you want 6, 7, or 8. Because you then want a Woking of platform 8, I think it is. Yes. 8 on the way out. Well, actually, no, you don't. You want... Now you want 9. 9 on the way out. And it's having an argument with go past that signal. Well, I have an argument with go past that signal. Don't have an argument about going past that signal. In fact, actually, have an argument go past that signal. That might be why, because it's having an argument about going past the signal. It can't figure it out. So if I put that there, it figures out about that working signal. Which I put in the wrong location. There we go. Signal 27. There we go. And then on the way back, you are stopping at platform 4. And you can also have 5 or 6. Alternative, could not connect to alternative platforms. What do you mean? Okay, now I get it. I understand. It can't figure it out because that's the last feckin' signal it sees before that junction and that platform. Now it doesn't, and now it's fine. You're out of 1. That's fine. You can also have 2. Working, you want platforms, that one and that one. You want 4. You're also stopping in 3. That Portsmouth Harbour, you're also going to be in 6. And you can have 5, 6, 7, or 8. Woking, you want to leave out of that one. Excellent. And you also want to stop in 4, 5, 6, what's that one? Reading, you're fine. 12, but you can also have platform 11. Weymouth, you need to go by that platform on the way out of Woking, so you need to be on 8. That's fine. You can also have 6, 7, 1, 5. And that's that. I think that's all of them now done. I think everything is now working perfectly out of here. Yes. Yes, indeed it is. Excellent. Right. Now that everything is happy, we can release all the trains that we have stopped. That one's that one. And then also release that Guildford too. So, everything is now moving again. Hooray! That one's on an Alton bound. Oh, so glad that doesn't want to go to Woking first. Would have been so upsetting. Well, we're now clearing the backlog. Oh my god, don't look back here. Nobody look back here. I've caused a bit of an issue. There might be a bit of a maybe a little bit of congestion. You know, just a little bit. That's fine. It shall all now sort itself out, now that we've got that going on. Yeah, congestion. A little bit of congestion going on. I think people are now re-entering Waterloo and hopping along to their new respective platforms. I mean, look at that for an hour station. I know this is Glasgow, but still, it looks spectacular. I might have to put in a roof and things. I'm gonna have to redo all the gonna have to redo all of the all the gravel along this line, by the way. But that's fine. That's fine. I've got trains arriving already into Reading. I think if anything, it's going to be a it's going to be that service heading onwards to Waterloo that might get there first. Yeah, it is. As an extra arrives as well. Oh my goodness! Look at that. We've got trains arriving. Lord Anson on a southwestern mainline service being drafted into that other platform. Waterloo. I mean, even the bellies have successfully figured out which way they're going to be going. So I'm happy with that. It's a little bit unseemly leaving leaving there, but that's fine. We can work it out. Yeah, everything's working, which is what I'm happy about. That's what I'm happy about. It's the fact that we've got trains moving and it's working. Anson. There we go. Congestion is no longer going to be an issue because we have trains moving. That's a Portsmouth Hub southbound service, which is going to go into platform probably 5 as soon as... No, into 6. Maybe into 4. If we get that platform cleared. I mean, it's probably going to get cleared fast enough. Then it's that one. And when's the next bell? When is the next bell coming through to Bournemouth one? So behind Lord Hood is a bell service. So that's... We've caused so much issues, but it's fine. Nothing to panic about, really. Nothing more than usual, at least. Also, these are only 6s. Why have I chosen only 6s for this one when they could really do with being 8? Well, they're 8s IRL. So we're gonna do 1, 2, just to be weirder than usual. I've done wrong ones, haven't I? There we go. Now they're the right ones. Trains arriving into the capital. People are happy again. 5 people off. 5 people off. You've got 11. So we got people arriving, and again, I think if anything, what happened when people got kicked out of Waterloo because we did the whole, please go away, get on a different area. They've gone to Victoria, and they're off to go get on the Guildford service. They can go back on themselves. Ah, this game is funny sometimes. Here we go. Extra St David's service coming in. See, everything's working out as intended. Oh, I don't like that. You're fine. You clear it, but it's a bit sketchy. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make that arrive in pretty much from that into the same one like that. There we go. And then you put a signal there, and then they just all queue up there. Boom. You kind of want to do a light signal there when we get them. 3 aspects. Signals on the platform are completely useless there, so we're going to get rid of those. At the moment, there's nothing in Guildford. Guildford's like stopping service has been completely annihilated. Yeah, they'll space themselves out because we've got the fact that they've got a timetable they keep to, but the congestion is going to last a little bit, unfortunately, for that network. That's the only unfortunate bit, is it will last. But Woking is now successfully actually doing good. We've no longer got any issues going on. We've got trains running as normal. We've taken a good time to just redo this. In fact, what we might just do is just throw some gravel along the track. There we go. I would get rid of the trees, but I might leave those in just show that they're there. Trees. There we go. I want that first belly service to go flying through, which it is about to do. And it's now on its own track now, so it should just go. Just go. Yeah, trains are moving. That's what we want. That's what we needed. The main task for this was to get it so that the expresses weren't going to be completely stuck behind everything coming in and out. And then again, we've fixed that. That issue is now fixed. Woking now looks modern. So does Waterloo looks kind of modern. Not completely, but it looks kinda. Yeah, I don't like that corner either. So what we're going to attempt is just quickly Try and make it so you don't lose too much speed in that corner. Oh, you're still going to lose a lot of speed apparently, but because there's nothing you can do, but at least it doesn't look hideous. What am I saying? It all looks hideous because I built it. It just looks somewhat better now that yeah, it just looks somewhat better. Which is what I was aiming for. Also, 148. Why do you not... No. Use 3 or 4 and just don't get in the way. Train 148, you are going to be sold. We're going to go back to that service because that service is now missing a train, and we're going to get that train back. I don't know what it was doing. I think it was going to accomplish there. There we go. Screenshot that because it's a decent screenshot. Yeah. So we've now got London working again. How long until it breaks itself? Who knows? Because I really don't. Got trains going backwards and forwards and everything's working again. I'm so glad. The amount of annoyance that this line has been giving me is just cry. Look, the reason I'm happier that there's only one platform with trains going outbound is because at the moment, while there is a backlog, yes, there is only going to be enough trains to clog up one line. What I might do, just to prevent the inevitable of now you've got way too many trains up down this end, we are going to just make sure that, you know, the stopping services on the way out can stop and both platforms 9 and 10. Let's get rid of that signal because you don't need it. Again, same here, platforms 9 and platforms 10. And that one here as well, platforms 9 and platforms 10, ignoring that signal. There you go. So yeah, we've now got trains running somewhat smoother than what they were before. Got trains diving under the lines and over lines. So we've got everything's going. We're all getting to the point where everything's fine. So don't need to worry too much there. In fact, they've just dispatched 2 trains at the same time out of platforms 6 and 7. That's amazing. I love that. More of that one, please. Bournemouth Belly has arrived, so people are now getting on that. Croydon Loop, are you having issues still? Unfortunately, yes you are. However, you're just having issues with traffic, in terms of traffic lights. Nothing else, just the traffic lights. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, guys, we're going to zoom ourselves back down and overlook London Waterloo as trains now figure themselves out. There we go. hopefully you guys enjoyed this this lovely video. Hopefully you enjoyed me fixing my mess, because I definitely enjoyed doing that. Not. Till next time, thank you very much for joining us, and we will see you soon. Cheers. Bye.